According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique de l'Analyse Cardinale, the Hydro Archon to be punished via the death sentence.
You and I both know that there may be issues with the Primordial Sea.
Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful?
What's done is done. Just trust in me, your Archon. Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself to or not. The show begins! Shower me with praise! Let my name echo in song! What's the news? Say cheese! Breaking news!
I know you're not a local, but I'd avoid getting too close to any water that looks strange all the same. There's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean.
The prophecy. Yes. What has been prophesied will be fulfilled. I, Farina, will use this trial to show the world the true meaning
Do
of
not resist.
justice!
This judgment is fair and just.
What is the meaning you would call
You have
this
never been as
justice?
superficial as you have presented yourself to be.
No more excuses.
Then why should we acknowledge it?
Fusalo, why did you deceive us?
Applaud and rejoice!
Wait just a moment. This isn't right!
The trial of the Hydro Archon!
Seem to remember
Fusaloor will now
This
begin!
trial is...
I now understand the true purpose behind this position. You are a devious one, Fusalo.
Everyone's... Papa, what should I do?
The prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
I suppose this would also be the justice that belongs to you. All will eventually end in a magnificent and dramatic trial. Farewell, Nervalette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
tail. Ah, what a nice surprise. Don't tell me you came to learn Genius Invocation TCG without bringing any cards. It is time to see what you are made of. With sword comes shadow. Go as one!
Welcome everyone to the Season 5 Cattails Gathering Asia Finals. I'm Koja Creations, the production head of the GITCG community, and I'm joined here by my fellow co-caster, Kettle.
Hello, I'm Kettle Toro. I make Genshin shorts on YouTube and stream on Twitch, so you might recognize me from there. I am so excited to be here today.
And I've been casting for the TCG competitive scene since its launch, and I'm really happy to be here today.
Fontaine's final chapter is right around the corner. What are you excited for, Koja?
Personally, I'm super excited for the Archon quest to see our favorite characters fending off the impending doom of the Primordial Sea. But how about you?
I am so excited to see Skirk. Oh my goodness, I was not expecting to see her in the trailer, so I really hope we get to see her.
Yeah, she's super awesome. What a cool character. But even in the world of TCG, things are getting exciting. Next patch, we'll be getting deck codes and new characters. But before we get there, we have the CTG Season 5 Finals. Let's get to it.
Yep.
Alright, so the Cattails Gathering is a Hoyoverse Genius Invocation TCG competition hosted by Genshin Impact Tavern.
And today is the finals of the Asia server, where the top 4 contestants will battle it out for the top 3 places in a series of best of 3 matches.
Our contestants have come a long way, not only defeating the top 16 players, but also a grueling week of preliminaries where they've run through 35 rounds and fought many opponents.
And today's matches will decide once and for all who will be crowned the champion and walk away with the grand prize of $1,000.
Today we'll be observing 2 matches. We'll be starting off with a third place match to determine who will claim the title of 3rd and 4th place.
After which we'll be going into the grand finals, where the entire championship will be decided.
So let's take a look at the 2 players contending for 3rd place in Season 5 of the Cattails Gathering.
Yep, so first we have Iced Tea.
Ooh.
Yes, do you recognize this player, Kojo?
I do. I've definitely heard and seen of Ice-T inside the Cattails Gathering. I've never actually gotten to personally watch them play, which is a shame. But you know what? We get to see it now. And looking at their first deck they're bringing, looks like they're doing Beidou, Chongyun, Razor. That's super neat.
Is this like a super conduct deck?
Yep, they're going to be dropping superconduct reactions, and it's definitely one that people do not talk about that often. Moving on next.
Next we have Garasu, who will be referred to as Glass, who is running a Nahida Electro Charge deck. Would you like to introduce us to this deck, Kojo?
Yeah, Nahida Electro Charge, something that rose up as soon as Nahida was released in 3.7, and she's kind of stayed the same way since. Combining Nahida's ability to enhance elemental reactions and, the oppression of the summons that these two bring. It's a pretty strong deck.
I really love Nahida, so I'm so happy to see her in play here. Anything unusual about the card setup? Oh, never mind. Looks like we'll be seeing the 2 decks head to head. What do you think of this matchup?
I'll be interested. It'll be interesting to see if Ice-T can kind of, stall out the game a little bit, and with Beidou, because Beidou, she, with her skill, she creates a little shield for herself, and with Ice-T, or sorry, not Ice-T's, with the NEC deck, is that with so many summons, you are gonna struggle a little bit with how much damage they put out.
Yeah. All right. Looks like we're heading into the game itself.
Oh yeah, and quickly to answer your earlier question, honestly, no. The decks seem relatively straightforward. The only big difference I'm seeing from last patches, of anything, is Chef Mao and Dunyarzad, who got changes coming into this patch.
Ooh, all right. What does Dunyarzad do again?
Dunyarzad is basically like the ultimate companion card. So what she does is
Come
that
with me.
if anytime you play a companion card, she'll reduce its cost by 1. So like let's say Chef Mao costs 1, it's now 0.
Oh, that's so good. All right, looks like we're going to the die rolls. Ooh,
Oh, 4
Glass
Omnis already.
is very lucky. Holy crap.
Yeah, that's a ton.
Right, Ice-T is not as lucky.
Yeah, and
assortment
if
of
anything,
die.
it's kind of like
Nearer
a
than
nice
near
fringe there. Not looking
Yeah.
too good. Oh, all right, starting out, Flash just drops all the sums off the board. I know what I'm here to do, and yeah. Oh, that's also the that's the other change for Dunyarzad. I forgot to mention. So her, actually, I'm not sure if this was a change, but I think Dunyarzad now also draws a companion card whenever you play one, so you can kind of keep the chain going basically. And yeah, we just observed that there.
All right, Ice-T immediately just using normal attacks on the Oceanid. Oceanid just putting out their summons as usual.
It's actually interesting that they use normal attacks, because that actually signals to Glass that, oh, I don't have good dice this first round, which is definitely it would be an advantage in a different kind of match.
Alright, hopefully Ice-T gets more lucky this time.
Yeah, hopefully. It's now, you know, moving to turn 2. You need to start dropping some elements or you're gonna start falling behind.
Yeah. Ooh,
Oh.
rolling all the die.
Ah. Darn. Not looking too good.
And Glass has the advantage thanks to the Paimon card they played, giving them more Omni die. The swap over to the Fischl for another Oz summon.
Yep. Yeah, gonna start rolling in that electro charge. There we go.
Yep.
Wow, still only normal attacks. It is not looking too good on the dice for Ice-T.
Ice-T's profile picture really showing how they feel right now.
It encapsulates the feelings when you don't roll what you need.
Yeah, right. Alright. Let's see.
The Glass should just be dropping official summon, not really anything else they might do, but I'm curious what they're gonna do after, you know, since they've kind of completed their game plan, so now they can either move to Nahida or move to Ocean. I do wonder if they will.
True. What would you personally move to?
By royal decree!
Personally, I think that's a tough question. I might move to Nahida just because I want my Dendro getting out there, getting her burst started, because then I can really put the pressure on Ice-T to, you know, start losing characters.
And just as he predicted, the swap over to the Nahida. Ice-T with a Beidou burst active now. Playing more companion cards. Looks like they might just let Beidou take the end turn damage.
Yeah, the
Probably
end phase
summons.
damage. It is a shame that they weren't able to drop. They were able to drop one skill, but not even. I'm being very silly. They didn't drop a skill at all, so they just used their burst to apply electro to Glass's characters. That's not great.
It's unfortunate, but they made do with the die that they had.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You know, even though I've been really mentioning, like, you know, the dice being poor, you know, Ice-T did the right thing. You gotta get Beidou's burst out now, because she's cooked in right about now, actually, I think.
Oh my goodness, was that a 5-cost skill? Beidou goes down from the summon damage. Crap.
Yeah, no, she's going down immediately, thanks to not only Nahida Seeds, but the Bloom reaction.
And Chunyan is already on 6 health. This is not looking very good for Ice-T, but maybe they can bring this back with the Razor Chunyan combination they have, along with the extra damage from Beidou's burst.
Yeah. As much as I've been, you know, kind of like, you know, ragging on the dice, they are doing, you know, what their game plan is supposed to be. Get Beidou's burst out and then start going ham on Chunyan and Razor as much as you can.
Oh my goodness, look at Glass's die hand.
Glass being home in Hyrule City. Oh my goodness.
Yes. Alright. Ice-T is acting first.
Yeah, that's definitely a good thing, because Glass actually has him in a pretty terrible position, having Nahida on field as well as the Seas of Skanda both apply to Razor and Chongyun. Oh, interesting.
Oh, Matsutake meat rolls?
Yeah, minty meat rolls
You
sliding
rolled
in.
those
Whoa,
rolls.
whoa. Well, yeah, that is the power of Chef Mao. Once you play a food card, you know, drawing more and generating even extra dice.
Yeah, that is so strong, actually. That is so strong.
Yeah.
And
Oh
you
man,
can, like,
Go ahead.
you can even like tune the food cards to help with the dye problems.
Yeah, absolutely. I was gonna mention that because I hate to come back to it, but even here, Ice-T is forced to normal attack on Chongyun, which you really want cryo at this rate.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they really want their field out at this point, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah, just in general, I mean, you know, start proccing reactions, but also so you can have your infusion, because if Nahida decides, oh, I'm just gonna snipe you out of the game, Razor's kind of screwed. He's a lone wolf, but not for long.
True. Alright, looks like Glass is thinking about what to do here.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, I did mention Glass potentially going for knocking out Chongyun, but that isn't possible, of course, since we can see their hand. But
Yeah, you're right. They both players do have an Ito card though. Unfortunately, Ice-T is pretty low.
Committed to memory.
yeah,
Character without the use of the Ito card. Ooh. The extra damage from Nahida's spell.
Yep. Yeah, just reapplying seeds, smart thing to do, and you got millions of dice more. Probably gonna drop a burst, honestly. I'm expecting it.
Did Ice-T just tune their Lotus Crisp?
Yeah, they did. That is unfortunate, because
Unfortunate.
yeah.
Yeah, they really
Oh.
need those die. Oh!
Even the Woven.
Skill. That was so painful to get though, but a necessary sacrifice.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you gotta drop your skill now, or it's gonna be too late. Actually, yeah, that's probably why they did it, because Nahida now has knockout on Chongyun. So.
True. Alright, Nahida also has her burst already. Is Glass going to use it?
Yeah. Now, the interesting thing is why Glass is probably slowing down here now is because they're starting to realize that, I may be able to finish off Chongyun, but Razor is sitting in the back, and, you know, I know, you know, if they've studied this matchup a bit, they know that Ice-T is going to be running Covenant, so they can drop possibly an extra attack on them later.
Oh, smart. So Glass, do you think they're doing the math on whether they'll survive?
Yeah, and most definitely, considering the situation, so like, let's say Nahida drops her burst right now and Regal stunning, which, well, there you go.
Ooh, there goes Chongyun.
The Scourge of Evil.
Alright, it's all up to Razor now. Can Razor bring it back to the one-man team?
Let's see. Nahida is definitely in danger. Oh my.
Oh, that super conduct was huge with great AoE damage.
This made her a little.
Oh, that definitely hurt a little. Oh my goodness.
Yep. But looks like they're actually gonna they might just let Nahida take it, so.
Oh, Eagle card.
There it goes.
Yeah.
Good conservation. Ooh, they might have messed up their math.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, so the thing here is that well, actually, no, not really, because I forgot. They use the I haven't lost yet, and I would assume you want to go to burst next, but they actually do have to play that so they can generate energy for themselves. But yeah, technically the issue here is that Ice-T really needs to drop a burst, but they can't because both their cards in their hand are essential to do one more attack.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. Oh, but
they choose Covenant. Rip.
Oh, that's so painful. They had to sacrifice their Arcane Legend card.
Yeah. Oh, wait, it's not over. They have Gamblers.
Oh, it's not?
Yep. They got one more attack in them.
Right, Gamblers. Oh, big brain.
Yeah, they were, you know, despite all the dice, I mean, they're equipping Gamblers early, which, you know, people are usually a little cautious about. But, you know, I see as the linear game plan they have, they are just going to drop it in early. And yep, there it goes. Are you ready to see this?
Another attack coming in for the Oceanid.
Boom.
Ooh,
and then get ready for it.
Damage.
Boom.
leaving Oceanid on only 2 health. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this is actually incredibly dangerous, and if I'm not mistaken, thankfully Glass is going first, but I think if Razor outlasts whatever Oceanid and Fish will throw at him, it's actually game over. So
yeah. Right. This might be the final round of the game.
Yeah, I think actually right now Oceanid does not have burst ready, so they can only do 1 damage, and they don't have a quick way to go to Fischl.
Only 1 damage. Oh dear. That is
Wait,
scary.
no way. Yeah, they immediately went to their cards. They're like, okay, I need to draw something now.
This is looking dangerously close. Oh my goodness. Ice-T managed to bring it back, and they finally had a good set of die rolls across this game.
Yeah,
with
finally.
2 Omni, 3 Electro.
Yeah, right now. Ooh, yeah, that's why Glass is kind of holding back. It's like, oh man, this might be it.
Yeah, Glass is really thinking. It looks like they didn't get quite lucky with their card pulls there, unfortunately.
Yeah, no.
If they had a quick
unfortunately
swap or something.
I can't quite tell what that card is in the top in Glass's hand. It's 0. Sweet Madame, yeah. Looks like they're dropping on Fischl. They might survive 1 more. Ooh, nice. Hash browns. Uh-oh.
What is that food card?
Well, it's hash browns, and they're gonna give Oceanid 2 HP.
Oh, that is huge.
Yeah.
That is huge for Glass.
When we start doing the math, maybe Razor might be able to break through. Nope.
Maybe. Razor on 1 health. If only they had some form of healing.
I'm surprised Glass didn't play the hash browns, but looks like they're not worried.
Where's the pure land?
Yeah.
Oh, just 1 off.
So close! That's
my
Sweet
goodness.
Madame won Glass the game in the series, leading them closer to 3rd place. Oh my goodness, Koja, how did you feel about that match?
That was more close than I expected. You know, I kind of expected, you know, with the really early dice rolls to really bring down Ice-T, but you know, and you know, Glass consistently high rolling. It's just like, oh, I have all the dice I need. Who needs to play the game?
Me too.
Yeah,
I thought it was looking so bad for Ice-T, but they brought it back, and I was so impressed. That was so close. Yeah. If they gotten slightly luckier, I really think they might have brought that game home. So hopefully they'll be able to take the 2nd game home, so we can get a game 3.
Ooh, yeah, perhaps.
Yeah.
I am excited to see what they might be playing for the next game. So.
Me too. All right, looks like we're gonna be getting to see their cards very soon. Yep.
All
and
right.
here we have Ice-T with an Agent Electro Charged comp.
Yep, Allegiant Electro Charge. Now, the thing to point out is that I think most of our audience is familiar with this deck, but the thing to point out is that the Hydro artifact is in there, which I'm just going to call a 5-star Hydro artifact, and that is not something you run in decks like these at all.
Oh, why?
Generally speaking, our elemental artifacts are just hard to run because they cost so much, and you know, people is just like, why do this when you could run like Sumeru City, which is right below it.
Oh, yeah, interesting. Let's see how Ice-T makes use of that artifact.
Yep.
All right, and then we have Glass running Noelle, Dea, and Ito.
Classic. One of the new emerging decks from this patch, Din for Dea, Ito, Noelle. And yeah, no, this looks pretty standard, minus the thing that we got to saw last game, the Dunyarzad and Chef Mao engine.
That was crazy. I think the last game really exhibited how strong Chef Mao can really be. With all those food card draws. Yep. I'm really excited to see Dia for the first time today. I've never seen her in a competition so far.
Are you like, did you enjoy Dia a lot from like your story quests and stuff?
Oh yes, I love Dia. Dia is so great.
Yeah, she's pretty awesome. I love the mercenary type in like, you know, fantasy games.
Yeah. I love the character. She's so wholesome. She really is.
Yeah.
What do you think of this matchup?
Sorry, go ahead.
What do you think of this matchup?
Let me think. I don't know. I haven't been able to observe many Din games, and like, I mean, and I even tried the deck, and I'm like, man, do not enjoy this that much, but it will be interesting to see. You know, if you know, these are both like very they're slower decks. They're able to build up a lot of healing or shields, and I don't really know who is gonna be able to outlast who, honestly.
I see. Yeah, because the Dia Ito Noel deck is quite dependent on sustaining. Am I correct?
Yeah, no, most definitely. It's not as crazy as the Barber version. You know, because Barber can actually heal you, but Dia's Fiery Sanctum really does put in work by reducing, by eating away 1 damage and pushing it onto Dea instead.
Yep.
And there it goes.
Just as you said, speak of the devil. All right, and I see rolling Tubby and Lotus Crisp. Looks like no early Chef Mao's or Dunizards this time.
In the image of the wilderness.
Yeah, honestly, once again, Glass is showing the Asia High Roll, as we call it. They are just getting they're getting everything they need to get.
Yeah, that is
The threads of your fate lie in my hands.
I can't completely discredit it though, because Ice-T is also kind of high rolling. They got their 1 agent talent, and Tubby and Worf, which is kind of all you need to get the game started.
What does the agent card do, the talent card? I've heard it's really important for this opposition. Why is that so?
Yeah, the agent talent card, super duper important to this deck, because what it does is that, you see that little shield icon on the bottom?
Yep.
Yeah, that is stealth, and it reduces the damage you take by 1. And instead of only having 2 points of stealth, you get 3 points of stealth, and your normal attacks become pyro damage.
Oh, that is strong. That is so good for the sustain. Alright, again, Glass with a ton of die at their disposal. Ice-T a little more tight on their budget.
Yeah, most definitely. Right now, looking okay. No, what?
Oz, reveal thyself!
Really?
Did they just tune a die with the agent card?
Yeah, they just tossed it out. They're like, I don't need this. Okay. Yeah, and I'm
no hesitation as well. They were just like, oh, there it goes. I guess the rest of the cards are not important to them. Ooh.
Yeah, and I'm checking back on the deck. I'm like, it's only 1, so that you're never seeing it again.
Contamination must be washed away.
Let's swap over to the Oceanid again for potential more summons.
Looking at, I'm really shocked by that, because Ice, every time you see Agent EC, you see that talent pop up and people are like, oh, let's go. I wonder what they value in their hand that, like, you know, really matters that much.
That's true. Maybe they really value the healing cards, or I have no idea, to be honest. Right. Ooh, swap back to Dia, probably to tank the end phase damage from the summons.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thanks to the crystallized shields that they've obtained,
In
as
the
well
image
as
of the
the Fire
wilderness.
Sanctum shield, which won't protect Dea, but I mean, it's still on there.
True. Could you run us through what Samara City does again?
Yeah. Sumeru City is actually, and I completely don't blame people, because even I'm terrible at using the card. But Sumeru City, basically, how it works is that when you have... It works off the numbers of the cards in your hand and the dice you have. So if you have less dice than cards in your hand, you reduce all your skills by 1 dice.
All your skills?
Yeah, all of them. So burst, skill, normal, all of them.
Oh, that's pretty wild. So you need less die than cards in your hand, meaning you have to keep more cards in your hand? Am I correct?
Yeah, but that would be the case pretty much.
Wow, that's a very, very interesting card. Let's see if that really helps Ice-T with their die usage here. And oh my goodness, why does Glass have so many Omni die?
Here, yeah. The exact wording for it is when your character uses a skill or equips a talent card, if you do not have more elemental dice than cards in your hand, spend 1 less elemental die. It doesn't specify, but yeah, it's only for your abilities. You can see it down there actually. You see how they're all lighted up in green?
Oh my goodness, the double Chef Mao. Holy crap.
Yeah, that is
Glass
huge.
might be able to sustain their comp for really long because they're going to keep rolling more and more food. Hopefully Ice-T's poke damage will be able to overwhelm that. But it remains to be seen.
Yeah, hopefully. Dea might actually be in a little bit of a dangerous position because Oceanid's holding 2 energy right now, and one they can do one more summon. Not only protect themselves with the frog, but also we'll have a burst ready, and Dea is cooked at that rate.
True.
Ooh, very nice move.
Oh, Hu Tao summon card. Removing the Oz from the field, that is huge.
Yep.
So
Well, yeah, reducing Oceanid's damage by removing Oz, but also just removing Electro Charge from the board too, so...
Yeah.
In the image of the wilderness.
Alright, we have Oceanid all locked and loaded, and they have 3 summons aboard, which allows them to do the maximum amount of damage with their burst.
Oh, they can actually, they can go one more actually with Fischl, if they dropped Oz, yeah. Yeah, it's a scary burst, but I think Ito might be able to tank it just with the setup, but not by much, honestly.
True, there's still Dia's summon along with the shield on Ito.
Yeah, Dia's summon, they haven't made a shield yet, but they probably will, like, right now, so I would not be surprised.
They could drop Ushi for a shield, correct?
Yep, yeah, they can drop Ushi for a one damage reduction, and then if they... Oh, wait, actually, yeah, they have the Bell on Ito right now, and so they drop Georez, and then they'll gain 5 shield.
5 shield for an effective health of 15. That is crazy.
Yeah, it's well.
My goodness, this build is so tanky.
Attaboy!
Yep, and here comes Ushi on the board.
Yeah, look at that.
Look at the shield.
Looks like a slight misstep. Looks like a 4 shield, but it is pretty close to what is about expected from the belt. You're not getting through it. That's the real truth.
In the name of the Prinzessin.
Oh, so they've opted to swap over to Fischl potentially for a summon.
Yeah, I think they're actually planning on something. So right now, if I'm not mistaken, it looks like they're gonna go for Fischl summon and swap back to Oceanid and try to drop the burst. And hopefully Glass does not realize this. Oh, never mind.
I summon thee.
All right, dropping the Fischl summon.
I retract my statement because they actually dropped Sumeru City early, so that means they're definitely not running back to Oceanid.
I see. Swap to Noelle. Oh, they're gonna use Noelle.
You cannot run.
Ito's looking really scary right now. Similarly, Ice-T swaps over to the agent.
Yeah, they're like, okay, meat shield 1, meat shield 2, let's do it.
Both meat shields on the board right now.
Perfect pizza, very good.
Yeah, that's so good.
And they also transferred their last Omni into Lycan, so now they're gonna have a much scarier amount of dice next turn.
For once, Ice-T may have die advantage, perhaps. Alright, big and damage coming in.
Yeah. Very nice. They were actually able to get the Oceanid summons, the frog, get it to proc its damage, because it doesn't do damage unless you hit it, so...
I see. Okay. We have this card on Ice-T. Would you even find it worth it to remove Dia Summon with that card?
I'd say Dia Summon is potentially worth it when you're starting to get into, like, you know, fringe cases, you know, where, like, Noelle is gone, it's just Dea and Ito. So it's definitely worth it in some aspects. But yeah, send-off value is pretty low here. Ooh, fast swap. Uh-oh.
Oh no! Oh, the Adeptus Temptation! Is it going to take out the agent?
Who wants some of this?
Let's take a look. Oh yeah, he's gone.
What you owe must one day be paid.
On the bright side, Agent was kind of a meat shield, but yikes, that Ito still has a few more wax in him.
Yeah, most definitely. It's not necessarily the end of the world, because they did tune Agent talent earlier, so they probably weren't intending to use them that much at all, which is definitely a bold move by them. Now,
perhaps it was a really 900 IQ move from Ice-T to swap over to Agent. If they left it on Oceanid or Fischl, they will be gone, which removes the Electro Charge reaction altogether.
Yeah, and especially with that Agent with no setup, no talent, no Lucky Dog circuit, which I I think they were running one.
Ice-T is really able to adapt their plans according to what happens.
Yeah, they have one Lucky Dog circlet and they've yet to draw it, so I think they just, they packed it in. It's like, all right, Agent, you're not useful. Goodbye.
Get out of here.
Yeah, get out of here. Let the real people do the work. Yeah.
Alright,
yeah, but
Glass is thinking.
Yeah, I kind of like you. Go ahead.
Could they smash through the Oceanid?
Ito will most definitely can most definitely smash the ocean. Well, let's see. Four dice only remaining, so maybe not quite. They already proc Chef Mao, so they can't generate more. Yep, they moved away.
Oh, they moved away.
Yeah.
I really wonder how Ice-T's gonna be able to take down that Ito though. He's looking so healthy at 9 health.
Yeah, no, 9 health, 2 shields, gonna be a big problem now. Ice-T is probably thinking this is kind of bait from Glass, because right now if you eliminate Dea, you give a free swap to Ito, and then he I don't think he can lethal just yet. Let me do the math on it.
I really admire how these players are able to calculate, like how much damage their characters do, how much damage their opponents do, especially since it's not shown to them.
Yeah, no, calculation is a huge deal in the TCG, and even like as a caster myself, like it's very difficult to be calculating the amount of damage Ito does, because he gets he's got his bonus charge attack, bonus Raging Oni King, bonus Bell. It's a lot of math to all crunch together.
True. Alright, the swap back to the fish. It looks like they didn't take the bait. Glass is thinking about what to do here. Oh, and they opted to use the Hash Brown to heal their Noelle, making her healthy, close to healthy again.
Yeah, no, definitely a good move from Ice-T to sacrifice, like basically put official up for sacrifice, and then if they don't take the bait, then they can reapply Electro Charge right here.
This deck is so tanky. Oh my goodness. It's like they never took damage in the first place. Oh!
Ooh, ending turn.
Ending turn early.
That's a little risky. Oh man, I was gonna mention that earlier. Iron Life hit the burst.
Oh yes! Official has her burst ready. Is it enough to take out Glass? I'm really rooting for Ice-T here because I
Shadow Raven, let night fall!
Yeah, right here. Yeah, unfortunately does miss it by 1. Official can't do that much damage. She's no Kaching, but still already dangerous position anyway.
Yep, the swap over to the Oceanid.
Yeah, and realistically, it doesn't matter. It's definitely cooked. The full board of summons is coming.
Yeah.
And yes, let's go.
And there's Electro Charge as well. But that does mean that Glass gets to start off first with Ito and hit the Oceanid.
They caught me.
There is one small thing they were able to waste 1 Electro Aura, which is pretty crucial if you're going to be playing summons, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Dea is out of the game, and no field, no Sanctum field after, so.
Oh, you're right. Oh, finally tearing through the shields. Ito's finally at half health.
Yeah, unfortunately, he will gain those right back because Tenacity of the Mill is a lovely artifact.
Oh, yes, it is. Okay, lots of Dendro on Glass's side, but not what they need. They need more Geo, and Glass got pretty unlucky this time.
Most definitely. Glass is actually, like I mentioned earlier, since Dea was not able to redo her summon, they're now playing reactionless. They will not be able to crystallize for whatever reason. So.
True. They're a lot less survivable now. Perhaps the Chef Mao companion on the board may be able to help out with that.
Yeah, hopefully. But unfortunately, on reactionless is Ito's forte. He doesn't need those.
True. Just typical Geo things. Yes. Alright.
Very smart.
Oh, extra shields for Ito.
Yeah, Glass is definitely holding up, making sure that Ito does not go down. Looks like they're actually going to opt to probably attack on him, which is a bit bold because let me think. Would Adeptus chew through this? I wonder. Let me think. Right now we have...
Okay, while Kojo does the math, looks like Ice-T is thinking about whether to burst with their Oceanid here. wonder if they're doing the math as well.
Yeah, they probably are. Because I'm pretty sure. Let's see, 2 base plus 6 is 8, and then you add Adeptus, which is 3. So 8 plus 3 is 11.
Ooh, elemental skill up from Ito.
Oh, and there goes my math. They just gained 2 more shields. 1 Nushi and then 1 from the bell. No Geo
Impenetrable. Oh, okay. Here comes the Adeptus Temptation.
Ooh.
The big burst.
The
from
rising
waiting for it.
Is it enough?
What?
Oh
It's
my
still
goodness.
4 damage, but left him on 1.
Oh man.
So close.
That is an Ito moment for you.
Yes. Glass barely hanging on by a thread here. Do they have heals for Ito? Do they have more shields?
Well, they won't be able to generate any more shields, so they better run away to Noelle ASAP. So.
Glass is looking a little low on.
Really?
Yeah.
Now
Oh,
that's
they're opting to
nice.
sacrifice Ito. It looks like they're hoping that Noelle can take this game home.
I'm kind of shocked they would do that. It's not completely unbased because Glass does actually have both the bell
See
and
you at
tenacity,
the
so they can just
rematch.
re-equip Noelle right away. In fact, I think they kept the dice specifically for that.
Unfortunately, all the die are not the correct element, so they might have to use the remaining cards to tune it.
Yeah, unfortunately. So it looks like they're gonna drop just tenacity right now, and dropping it. Yeah, very smart, very smart.
The top minds at work here.
Yeah, always, making the best of their situation. It is a shame they couldn't equip the bell, but also Lotus, so that they can make sure they survive the incoming last few Oceanid summons.
Yeah. Both players looking quite low.
Yeah. And
This is nail-bitingly close.
yeah. Consider, the thing about Chef Mao, like he works off of you always using food, gotta make sure you stop by the restaurant, eat lots. But there is a limit to how many you have, and I have to imagine at this rate they may have used a bit too much of their food, so they might not be able to utilize it anymore.
You're right. Meanwhile, Ice-T is pretty stocked on their pantry, feeding their official a mushroom pizza.
Yeah, and to top that off, they also have Favonius Cathedral. They can play another one. There we go.
Yes, and here comes the Favonius Cathedral. All right. Looks like Ice-T is a lot more sustained, but Noelle, does she have self-sustain?
Yeah, she should be able to shield herself up, and she can also do pretty comparable damage with her burst. But like I said, with the food, if I take a look here, Adeptus was spent, Lotus, Chris, both of them were spent. What else was spent? The pizza was spent. I think they're sitting on like 3 food cards. Oh, look, there's one.
Very clutch food pull there from.
A blade is like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate.
We're getting a little bit of audio bleed. That's okay though.
Here I got talking in the background.
Okay, Ayaka was spectating. She gotta see how her friends are doing.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, will this food card bring Glass the game home? I don't know. It feels like, to me, from my untrained eye, I think she's gonna go down. But she does have the bell for extra sustain.
Well, I think your trained eye is actually
must leave
accurate
no
because
stone unturned.
it is unfortunately pizza, so it only heals 1 initially, so it's not a lot. But breastplate does come down with the bell. Ooh, do you see this Sumeru City proc on the bottom?
Oh yeah!
Water's form is
That's
ever changing.
Yeah, reduced Oceanid skill all the way down to 3, which is huge.
That is massive. Oh.
Go.
Normal attacks coming out. She has her burst ready, but she's only on 2 health.
Yeah, pretty much. Let me see here. I think, yeah, it looks like Ice-T has in the bag because I think you know what's about to happen.
Yeah. And
1, 2, 3.
River carving rapid.
Oh, and it's a GG's for Glass. Ice-T takes the game, which
Looks like you
means
got
we'll be
your
going on
wish.
to game 3.
Yeah, you got your wish. We're getting a game 3. Let's go.
Yes. Oh, this is so close. Both players played so well, though, making very good use of their cards and their die to the absolute maximum potential.
Yeah, and what I really enjoyed was their really accurate calculations on doing like their burst checks, because like I said, with these cards, Ito, he's gonna form a new shield every 5 seconds, so it's gonna completely throw off your math.
I can't believe IC actually managed to tear through all those shields. They tore through a 15 health Ito. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is insane.
To call, and especially you know, like as a player, like it'll really mess with you when like you're one off and you're just like, oh, okay, is it still worth it? Like, because a lot of the times in TCG, you know, people teach you that you should make sure that your skills finish the job and you don't leave them on one, because that opens up so many opportunities on the opponent's side.
The fact that Ice-T was able to come back from what looked not so great for them when their agent came out was impressive.
Yeah, I agree. All
Right.
right. Oh,
And-
well. well.
What do we have here?
Yeah, it looks like they're swapping, basically low-key swapping decks.
Reverse
now-
Uno card. Oh my
Yep.
goodness.
The only difference between this is that Ice-T is running Covenant instead of Fresh Wind and Freedom, and I personally am a bigger fan of Covenant.
But Covenant gives them extra die at the end of their turn?
Yep, extra 2 dice, and that gives you a free Ito charge attack. You can also feed it to Liben, get more dice into him. So
It's basically just a free 2 die sitting in their pocket.
yeah, and Ito is perfect synergy with them. Looking on the other side, perhaps.
There we
Alright.
go.
Oh wow, they really did. what do you know?
It's the deck we saw earlier, which we're quite familiar with now, the Chungin Beidou Razor deck. Anything interesting about the support cards?
So far it is really just the light. It looks like Glass probably favors this kind of deck archetype. The Chef Mao and Dunerzon engine combination is coming together. Now I am a little surprised at running it, because the only card that actually costs anything in this deck is Paimon and Dunerzon herself, which you can play too, but you don't really need it.
True. Okay, so do you have any predictions coming into this game? Any deck slightly favored over the other?
Now, we did see Din lose last game, but I'm definitely favoring that deck because with how Chongyun Razor works is that, like you saw earlier, is that they're still going to take that time to set up, and they don't really threaten that much damage until Razor starts going ham, which if you give Ito time to set up, that's not good.
So both decks require quite a bit of setup, so let's see which player will be able to set
Time to
their
get down to
hard cards
business.
up first.
Yeah.
Starting off with their middle characters.
When it comes to Din or just like Ito in general, like, you know, if you're able to high roll both your artifacts and your bell, you are pretty much set for the game. So, you know, that is the dangerous part of, you know, their deck.
So it's very dependent on your card pulls?
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright,
Well,
so
and
let's
Ice-T
see
already high rolled a little bit because we checked their
Oh.
hand right now.
Right.
But they got the bell already.
Nice.
Ooh, that's a little unlucky for Glass 2. No Dunerzon start, but Cheng the Ninth is still decent.
Chang the Ninth, could you run me through what that does again?
Yeah, sure. It's definitely and it's okay. It's great to talk about it actually because this card has fallen way out of the meta. People dropped it after a few patches, but
Yeah, I feel like I
basically-
saw him a while back, but I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, no, it used to be super duper popular. So basically, when you deal physical, I think it's physical damage, or you do a normal attack. Actually, no, it's physical damage. Elemental reaction. He will gain 1 stack, and then once he gains all 3 stacks, he will draw you 3 cards.
Oh, so great for card generation.
Yeah.
Why do you fall out of
And-
the meta, actually?
Basically, like, you know, character kits became a lot more complex, and since he doesn't trigger with skills, right? He only triggers with normal attacks or elemental reactions. You need to guarantee that you do that, because otherwise, well, he's never gonna work.
True. But there is quite a bit of normal attacking in Glass's deck, right? Which makes it quite worth it to play, perhaps.
Ah, that's the one I was missing. I knew it was missing one more condition. It's piercing damage, which thankfully Glass with the superconduct will definitely do, but they won't need to worry about that too much. So. Oh, I got my slight thing wrong. This is what happens when cards fall out of the game. It's 2 cards, not 3.
Oh, it's 2 cards. That's still a reasonable.
Look alive!
Yeah, definitely for, you know, him costing 0 dice and you can just throw him out there immediately. It'll be quite useful.
I'm so impressed by the speed at which the characters know which cards to sacrifice from the ones they have in their hand.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the skills to learn the TCG, and like honestly, like one that I definitely struggle with is that, you know, especially when your hand, you know, looks like, you know, it's like everything you need. It's like, oh well, I don't want to get rid of this.
Yeah, it's like, is it even worth it to get rid of this? Should I just play support cards? Should I just not attack? Oh, so many
Step
things to
aside.
think about.
Ito's back in town.
Yeah,
Oh, and
absolutely.
looks like Ito is on the board, but Beto's burst is also ready.
Yep. I am curious if they'll actually do it now because they don't have the best dice. They have to tune their whole hand, or not. Well, not their whole hand, but a good majority of it to actually get their burst out. Because Beto is a 3-cost burst, so.
True. Right, Glass is also thinking about what he just said. Should they burst? If they don't burst, what could they do? Just play support cards?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, there you go. They're gonna drop the support card, and
Double
now
shift now.
no room for support cards. So. Oh, you know what's really funny?
Yeah, well, what's up?
Look at the HP difference.
Oh, yeah. Glass's board is entirely on full HP.
Yep,
Meanwhile,
that's pretty.
Dia's looking a little unhealthy. Oh dear.
Yeah, Dia's definitely looking worse for wear. That's what the other thing I was probably I was thinking about pointing out. I'm like, you know, they kind of face tank with Dia, which isn't wrong, but it's also a bit dangerous, as we saw in that earlier match, right, where when Dia went down, no more protection from the field and no more reactions.
Yeah, oh dear. So it looks like Ice-T, if they're not careful, might lose their gear early and therefore their protection. Okay.
Yeah.
Going into the next round.
Yeah. And, you know, thanks to Superconduct dealing piercing damage, Dia going down is very realistic, so.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Along with the fact that she takes extra damage, right? Whenever it's
Yep, that too.
She absorbs their damage for them. Like
Yeah,
the
she might.
selfless being she is.
Yeah, she might be a little too selfless here in this case. It gets a little dangerous.
True. Okay, now it is Glass playing Sweet Madame on their rather healthy Beto.
Yeah. Just dropping the Sweet Madame to proc both Chef Mao's, generate more dice for themselves. Yeah, they did technically get unlucky because Chef Mao's dice are random and they did not roll any Electro, so unfortunate.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
At the same time, though, I don't think they need to complain too much because look at the disparity between these two players.
Yes, Glass again with the 12 die. And a lot of fire die if they choose to swap over to Chongyun.
Yep. Yeah, they're not gonna try and do the funny roll strat where you play the Legend of Vanessa in their hand and try to roll for Electro. They're just gonna drop it out. There we go.
Yep, and here comes the Beto burst. Let's see what Ice-T does in
Attaboy!
Elemental still Ushi on the board to help mitigate some damage.
There we go. Ooh, yeah, this is looking a lot nicer, unlike the game we saw earlier, because now they can even get Chongyun rolling, too.
Noelle is out now. Ooh, I wonder why they swapped to Noelle. Is it for meat shield purposes?
Yeah, most definitely meat shield. Since Beto's burst is out, both Chongyun and Razor become big threats. So they kind of watch out for how much damage they're taking.
I see.
Yeah. Ooh, honestly, I'm a little worried about.
I must leave no stone unturned.
I'm a little worried about Ice-T here because Chongyun right now can actually land 2 normal attacks if Ice-T plays Legend of Vanessa.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Which would get Chongyun their burst, correct?
Yeah, not only would it get Chongyun's burst for next round, it'll also proc Chang the 9th on the side. What else? Let me think. Yeah, no, it's it's gonna be. Oh wait, I just realized something crazier. They can do 3 attacks.
Oh.
There we go.
The Minty Beatles! Oh dear, that would give Chongyun his burst.
Boom.
And the Electro Charge reaction bringing Dia down to 3 health. She only has 3 health states left. Oh dear.
I was thinking of a different line. They were able to land 3 attacks, but you know they dropped the mini rerolls, and now it really solidifies it in that Chongyun he's gonna bring the heat.
This is looking pretty dangerous for Ice-T. Dropping the bonus Cathedral and the beloved Vanarana card.
Don't worry, when I say Vanarana, I'm technically not pronouncing it right either. So there's a little debate between the other casters. Like, well, how did we pronounce Vanarana? Well, I don't know.
Vanarana. Yep, close enough.
Oh boy, I think it's coming.
Legend.
Here comes the Covenant.
Oh my
Is
god.
Noel? Oh yeah, oh yeah.
2 health. Oh wait. Never mind.
I'm a disgrace.
Conduct. It is
Wait,
just
I
down
don't know.
Sia and Ito. Oh, this is not looking good at all.
Yeah,
And
thank
they
goodness.
Still have Razor. And they still have Chongyun's burst.
Yep. Yeah, pretty lucky here that, you know, Minty Meat Rules was changed all the way back in 3.5, but, you know, otherwise Chongyun would be able to actually attack again and just close the game.
Yeah, that would be terrifying. Some in-phase damage coming out, but it's only 2.
He uses a Cathedral, too, to make sure Dea at least survives a little bit more, but I think at this rate, you're in a bit of a checkmate situation.
Yeah, let's see if Ice-T can bring this back as they did in the previous match, but it's not looking good.
Ooh, that dice is not a great sign. Oh, wait, never mind. Never mind.
Leave extra from Vanarana.
Varna.
Vanarana.
It's
There we
okay.
go,
Vanarana, yummy.
Ice-T gets to start first.
Yeah, honestly, right here, as much as it sucks, I think you need to stick with Dea, because with Chongyun Burst and Ito applied with Electro, he's really not going to last that long.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they realized
Oh,
that
dear.
too.
Is Chongyun just gonna normal attack and finish off Dia?
I think, yeah, you're right, actually. Most definitely, he will actually do that, because Dea doesn't get protection from her own field, so... Oh, add insult to injury.
Yikes! Yeah, this is looking like a GG for Ice-T.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
they're definitely doing a little bit of math in their head just to make sure that the calculations are accurate, because
Yeah.
they don't want to screw this up. Looks like they go for a normal attack instead. Yep. Crunch.
Ooh,
I've
and the
done
super combat
messed
leaving the burst ready for Ito. Ito doesn't even have his burst ready. Do they even have the Ito card?
No, they don't. They can't use Ito on Ito. Well, that's actually it's a shame, because it's good that you pointed it out, because that actually that might have given them a chance to win the game here.
Yeah, right. It
with
might
I
have
haven't
given
lost
them
yet.
that very needed burst, but looks like they're gonna need one more turn, which is a turn too much.
Yeah. Oh man, they have to throw away everything just to play the Bell combined with Geo Resonance, so they can at least get themselves Force Shield. But I don't think that's enough.
Oh, Wind and Freedom?
No, Legend of
Oh,
Vanessa.
Oh, Vanessa.
Oh no, the Legend of Vanessa double combo. Look at how many dice they got now.
Submit for judgment.
Crazy. Oh, 3 health. Can they even burst? They technically could if they used all their die, but they wouldn't be able to attack after that.
Yeah, it's so unfortunate. Icy actually like basically conceded here. It's like, yeah, I lost.
Yeah.
Grunge.
Oh, poor
At least I'm
Icy.
going down.
And Glass takes the series, getting a 3rd place in season 5 of the Cat's-Tail Gathering. Congratulations to Glass.
Yeah, big congratulations to Glass, and also well played to Ice-T. I think both of those games were pretty good. I think the last one was a little more definitive, but the early 2 games, those 2 games were very, very interesting.
Yeah, they were nail-bitingly close. I really enjoyed watching those. All right, we'll be heading into a short intermission break of 10 minutes. Go grab some water and snacks, and be sure to stay on to catch the grand finals of the entire competition.
That's right. We're heading to a break, and we'll see you guys soon. And welcome back, everybody.
Yep, we're about to head into the grand finals. I hope the games will be as riveting as the ones we just saw.
Yep. It's a cool. I am excited to see. I was already pretty pleasantly surprised from the starter games, so I will be interested to see what first and or second place have to bring to the table. Well, one of them's going to be crowned, so.
The third and fourth place matches were already so close and nail-biting. I can't wait to see how exciting the finals will be. These are the best players that have fought through all the top players in the Asia region, and we're about to see the big brain plays they have to bring to the table.
Yeah, the top 16. I actually do wonder if we may or may not see the bracket, but otherwise, yeah, we're just gonna slide on over.
Let's see if there are any players that you recognize when we do get to see the final two players.
Yeah, hopefully I do. What's it called? Asia is one of the most competitive regions, and regardless, we TCPG players. We play all the time. We will go anywhere for a good competition. So.
Yes. I didn't know Asia was one of the most competitive regions, actually.
Yeah, no, it was pretty crazy. Like, basically, like, to my understanding, and I don't know if it's completely this way. Oh, looks like we're sliding over. But yeah, you know, in the preliminary round, you get 35 games, and the win rate for Asia is only 5 losses.
That's crazy! Oh my goodness, only 5 losses out of 35
and that
games.
is like that's difficult to hold up, really.
Yeah, that is so difficult. These players are really the best of the best.
There we go.
We have the brackets. Taking a look at the battles the players have fought so far to make it to the very top. So, is there anyone you recognize actually?
Yeah, from the specifically just like from natively Asia, I can see CJR, I can see the Kremlit, and I can also see two particular players, TFT Beanie as well as Quagsire Fan. Those are both people from the Europe region who are very, very skilled players.
Wow. And they chose to compete in Asia. That is crazy.
All right, moving in.
We have our first player, Kirisa, who is playing Agent Electro Charge, which we saw earlier on in the competition.
Yep. We saw that already earlier today, and looking pretty standard. But there is something to note: the 4-star version of the Emblem of Severed Fate, which is not what you would run in this at all.
Oh, why is that the case?
So Emblem of Severed Fate has been like an interesting card, and it basically just gives you an energy after someone bursts, but it's just like people like never really found a use for it.
So it's not even like a meta card in any deck?
Nope, not at all.
Oh wow, that's really interesting then. They chose to bring it to the grand finals, and now we have PP Mount. Fun fact, their name actually means skin cat.
And I mean, they are playing a cat. We got Kaching in the lineup coming in here.
Oh yeah, you're right.
This is a classic Pyro Kaching. Now, once again, they continue to surprise me. They just like artifacts, man. The 5-star version of the Crimson Witch of Flames.
Oh, 5-star. Does it cost more to put on the 5-star artifact?
Yeah, pretty much. So when I say 4-star and 5-star, they're like, it's not actual naming conventions in the game, but it makes it easier to identify, basically.
I see. So it's something the community has come up with for ease of reference.
Much. Yeah.
Nice. I love that,
Wait, here, I said, because I remembered it now. That Emblem of Severed Fate is called Ornate Kabuto, and that's a different name for every 4-star artifact. I'm not remembering that.
No, it's hard to remember. It is.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so what do you think about Pyro Kaching versus Electro Charged Agent?
I'm interested because I've never actually seen this matchup play out, but the thing most definitely is that I feel like Agent EC has the advantage because they have the ability to sustain. And when it comes to Pyro Kaching, the big thing is that if they don't have Bennett Burst, they aren't that strong.
I see. All right, starting off with Bennett here. Okay, both players rolling.
Now, one thing I actually didn't get to mention earlier, because listen, when I see artifacts, my brain lights up because I'm like, you are cooking something real. But the other thing to note is that they did bring egg. I believe the Pyro Kaching brought egg, which is Also extremely unconventional.
I'm sorry, what's the card again?
To that fried egg.
Water's form is ever changing.
Actual egg. What does the egg do?
So the egg, and recently it was changed on this patch, but it revives your character.
It does? That's insane.
Out of the way!
I can't believe it actually does the same thing as the actual egg in game. I thought it would just be like a healing effect or something. That's so strong.
You know, it's a really interesting card. No, yeah. I got tripped up because I'm like, did they change the egg to make it 2 HP? No, it's still it's the change was that it used to cost three of the same dice. Now it's 2 of the same dice.
Oh, whoa! It got even stronger. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, typical opening lineup for Oceanid cards as usual. Just lots of summons. I can't believe Bennett's burst only costs 2 energy. If this is such a good burst.
Yeah, no, it's kind of ridiculous that Bennett, you know, hasn't received some changes because, you know, I mean, to be fair, it is a little warranted because you don't see Bennett spawning all over the place, but he is just so strong. Now, the interesting thing to note here is that they actually are making usage of the Crimson Witch of Flames and Sacrificial Sword on Bennett to, you know, get way more dice value for each time they use a skill.
Looks like the skills are much cheaper now.
Yep, it's -1, and also when they drop their skill, they'll regain a dice as well, so...
What? Oh, no wonder! It costs so much to put on that artifact, but it could really, really pay off here. Yeah.
What's it called? Yeah, in general, the elemental artifacts, like, you know, they have received changes to, you know, be slightly less dice, but even in general, people do not conventionally run them. Like, you really got to be thinking about, like, okay, I can pull this off.
Now it is Kirisa's turn. We're thinking about what to do here. Will they swap to Fischl to drop Oz as usual, or do they have something else up their sleeve?
I am interested to see what they're kind of worried about. That is very interesting. A
In
Lotus on
the image
Oceanid.
of the wilderness.
Huh. Is it to just minimize the damage on the Oceanid? That is pretty interesting.
It should be, yeah, like you said, like just minimizing the damage. Because Bennett actually does deal 4 with his skill now, so that is going to be a little bit of an issue, but not to the point where I would throw a Lotus at it.
Well, let's see if that pays off in the long run.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Boken the Boken, yes sir.
By royal decree!
Oz is out. And they have their full board of summons.
Ta-da! Clee's here!
Oh, that is very interesting actually. Well, and not, I wouldn't say completely out of the ordinary, but usually you want to drop Bennett's talent with Bennett burst with talent, which they do not have, unfortunately.
Unfortunate. Alright. End phase damage going in on Clee. That's gonna be
dropping that's a lot actually.
Oh my goodness! She went from 10 to 2 in one end phase. That's crazy. Really showing you the power of the electrocharge comp here.
Yeah, most definitely. Those end phase summons do a ton of damage. Now, it is a little unfortunate that Klee's kind of sitting in a dangerous spot. If they don't have healing, she might just be eliminated early. So, yeah.
Unconventional meat shield this time, I guess.
Yeah, no, I mean pretty much. Klee definitely in this deck, you know, like Keqing and Bennett are the core, you know, so like the other character you can throw them out technically, but with Klee especially, it feels bad. Oh man, they recognized it right away. They're like, "You're mine."
What was that arcane legend card that was played on Kirisa's side?
That was Fresh Wind and Freedom, and it drops in, and now it's still their turn, so they get to do it again.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And honestly, I'm a little scared of this situation because you can see they have that little Mona card in their hand, and Fischl's got 2 energy.
You're right. Oh, wow. That's looking very scary, but they don't have a lot of die left. So let's see how this plays out.
Yeah, no, it would cost a good amount. It actually would cost the rest of their dice if they want to do that move. Personally, I would be a fan of them doing it in this situation.
Because that would eliminate Bennett and just leave Keqing alone on the field to take all the end phase damage, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, yeah. So many Pyrodie, but will they even get to use it?
Yeah. Well, that is actually something that they're calculating for, because they could drop the burst, but then PP Mao just might might just take it back. They're like, okay, that's cool, buddy. Anyways.
Oh yeah, you're right. You just heal it back, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Bennett will be able to heal to about 7 HP.
Oh, they're doing it.
Yeah, they're going for it.
Oh,
Wings of darkness, come, sever night from day.
Oh, 4 damage. Leaving Bennett on 2. Can Bennett survive the end phase?
Out of the way!
Let's see. He should be able to heal himself the majority up now. I wouldn't be as scared because they have no food. So, you know, Bennett has a limit on his healing, so.
Oh yeah, unfortunate that PP Mal didn't get any food here.
Yeah, that would have... Food actually would have significantly
Time is
shifted the
against
game.
us.
Yeah, but they swap over to Katsui, so she's going to take the damage. But that could be really painful for her.
Yeah. Yeah, PP Mao is actually doing a really good thing here
Incoming.
and dropping the gamblers plus skill so they can kind of get the ball rolling.
Oh, the damage coming out without the official, but there's still one more Oz on the board as a remnant officials. Legacy, to say the least.
Yeah, and thankfully, unlike Dea, you know, Oz does what Oz do. They will keep firing Electro until their usage is run out.
What are they gonna do here? They have so many die.
Yeah.
Gamblers are so strong in these scenarios.
Yeah. They really wanted to fish for a kill, but you know, Agent right here is that, you know, they're full HP. You know, I got 2 stealth. You ain't touching me.
Oh yeah, and if they draw Agent's talent card, did they earlier?
They did not, but you know, even in general, they're just they will not be able to rip through Agent. So.
PP Mal's probably doing the math now to see if they can take out the Oceanid, how much damage they take in the end phase. So many things to consider.
I heard that little ring. The timer is starting to count down, so they got to get moving. Looks like they're going to burn Stiletto and resummon one. There you go. I do wonder what they are fishing for.
They could theoretically farm up their burst.
Yeah, most definitely. So the worry is that you will see, let's see, Hydro, and then Electro.
Oh, they're gonna let Bennett take in the end phase.
Get out of here!
Yeah, there we go.
Agent left on 1 health. The overload swaps back to Oceanid. Oh, but the heals! I forgot about the heals. His
Yeah, the heals.
That was massive. Bring him back to a whopping 6 health.
Let's go. Time is against us.
And the swap back to cutting for end phase. Looks like they really want to keep Bennett up here for the burst potentially.
Yeah. Generally, it's, you know, and also just because Bennett himself is set up already, so you know it's better that he falls into the end game over Kaching.
Oh, this is looking quite close, but Oceanid is back on full health again thanks to Favoni's Cathedral.
Yeah, that overload was very crucial because now Oceanid not only has no summons, but I don't, you know, without summons, they really don't do that much damage. So
yeah, you're right. I mean, I guess they could do Vaporize somewhat.
They would be able to do Vaporize. Unfortunately, Agent over here does not have a Pyro Aura applied, and it looks like, ooh, they do a fast swap.
Oh, they fast swap.
Oh. Wait, that's huge.
And the Lotus Crisp to keep the Agent up. Normal attack on Cutting brings her down.
Idea. Time.
Yeah, good move. I did not recognize the heavy strike up there because I didn't see the card. But that's just enough to take out Kaching. So rip. And now it's just Bennett.
Unfortunate. Strategize card. Let's see what they get. Ooh, the Ito card could be very useful for the extra die and the energy.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Another Bennett burst out again.
Going up to 7 HP. Really unfortunate. Still no talent card for Bennett.
Yeah. So late in the game and they still don't have the talent card.
Yeah, it's not impossible to play Bennett without talent card, but it does not feel great. So
how huge is the talent card actually?
The talent card is like you get to maintain your damage bonus regardless of your HP. So like if Bennett falls below 4, he can still do 5 damage per normal attack. So.
Oh wow, that would have been huge. Literally game changing.
Yeah, and now
it's like
they got
one.
Yeah, no, pretty much. Actually, I try to remember which constellation it is that it's referencing to. It is C1, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's a C1, yeah. Really, really strong constellation, really, really strong talent card. PP Mouse the keeper. What to do now? Can Bennett bring this game
Out of the way!
Not water,
6
too.
damage, leaving
6
her
damage,
alone.
huge. Go. Ooh, the sack sword comes into play.
Yes.
Got 1 extra dice, so they can actually drop another. Now it is unfortunate they have no gambler, so they cannot do another attack if they wanted to.
Water
Yeah,
will
and
never.
finishing off the ocean. Agent is a lot lower, but they do have reactions and end phase damage.
Yeah, unfortunately, they might not have reaction for very long because the squirrel from Ocean is actually going to waste the Electro Aura.
Oh, you're right. That is unfortunate. But he's only on 4 health. And I believe Kirisa gets to start first.
Hey, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
At
It's
the
a
end
little
of the
late.
game. My goodness. To add insult to injury.
It's not completely over though, honestly. What's it called? Right now, Agent is not threatening a ton of damage because there's no reactions on the field, and Bennett will start to heal up.
You're right, you're right. This is looking pretty dangerous for Kirisa, unless they have some form of sustain themselves. Do they have any sustain? Doesn't look like it.
Unfortunately, they don't. One thing to, generally speaking, like I would be more favored into Agent in this scenario, but the thing is, Agent actually doesn't have stealth out, and so without stealth, they actually lose damage.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Because stealth also lets them do like 1 extra damage per hit. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yep. So right now, they better skill, or they're gonna have a tough time in this situation.
Skill would help them reapply their stealth. Is that correct?
Yep. They'll get 2 stealth, but also let me think. Actually, yeah, this is a dangerous scenario.
The mushroom pizza for the sustain. Okay.
No escape.
This is a very close game of 2 pyro characters.
Yeah, 2
The
pyro
1v1.
characters. Yeah. Yeah, Bennett went on an adventure. You did not expect this.
Oh, but Agent does quite a bit of his of damage with his burst, correct?
Yeah, no, Agent does a ton of damage with their burst.
I'm going in!
And hopefully they are able to. Actually, yeah, I think you're right. That might seal the deal with Agent Burst. Oh wait, do they have enough dice? I don't think they do.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Super City allows us to play the Elemental Burst.
Let's go.
That was a clutch Super City. Wow.
Yeah, that's
Oh my
super
goodness.
duper clutch. Otherwise, they wouldn't. They actually would have lost that if they didn't have that.
What an amazing use of the card. I never thought of using it, for like that one time last hit. Wow, that was very close.
Yes,
Congratulations to Kirisa for winning the first game of the finals.
Yep, GG's. And we're moving on to the next one soon. I'll be very interested to see what changes this time. I'd say
I really thought that Bennett was gonna bring that home there, actually.
Yeah, no, pretty much without any of healing cards your own, Bennett can sustain, but not for too long. So
True. Not against a big burst like that. All right.
Moving to the next game.
Ooh, a different version of what we've seen before. This time with a Lorchel instead of Noelle. How does that play, Kojo?
Pretty much with Lava Churl, you're trading your shields for a lot more aggression. So I will be interested to see if Lava Churl even comes into play though, because that is a difficult part of playing Lava Churl, is that you have a hard time having them last very long. So
I see. So it's a lot more damage but less defense.
Yeah, their base HP is 8. So.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh, but they do have that shield to chip through, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, they do have the shield to chip through first, but it doesn't take too long. Oh, and look at that. Agent EC, but with Yai Miko.
Oh, Yai Miko. Interesting. How does she vary from Fischl? Why would someone pick her over Fischl?
Fischl is pretty straightforward, as a card. And with Yai Miko, you can get more Electro onto the field over Fischl, but it does take a little more work, so.
I see. Interesting. So instead of Oz, we'll be seeing more Seisho Sakura?
Yeah, most definitely. All right, sliding into the match. Yeah, the other thing is that... Oh yeah, you know, it's too bad we never got to see Emblem of Severed Fate come up.
Oh yeah, we didn't!
I'm excited to see that, because basically the theory is that, like, if I take a look at their version of Emblem of Severed Fate, because they have the 5-star version, so...
So... This is a lot of Sustain versus Poke again.
Yeah, pretty much.
Can the Sustain out-sustain the Poke? I wonder.
I do wonder indeed. Oh,
They're
that's
both back to Sage,
that is not what you want at the start. Yeah, even their stump, they're like, oh man, what is this?
Considering what to do.
Oh,
leaving. They have 2 bells now. Okay, would they put 1 bell?
There
on
is
each
no
character?
escape.
Maybe. Usually not, because Dea does not take as much advantage from the bell. You know, this is definitely where the opportunity cost of changing out Noelle starts to hurt a little bit, because Noelle could equip the bell in this case.
True. Well, is a double bell to increase the odds of pulling the bell, because it is pretty important, right?
Yeah, pretty much. And like we can even reference that in the ancient talent card in the other person's hand, because whenever someone runs just 1 copy of the card, your chances of pulling are so low. So.
Okay, starting off with the middle characters. Do they always put the starter characters in the middle?
No, not necessarily, and especially actually, it's funny that we never got to see it this time around. But with Wanderer introduced into the game, you need to be very careful with how you order your characters.
I would have loved to see Wanderer. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Wanderer has become a little bit of a menace out here. So I'm actually quite surprised that he's not here. It's probably because these players want to err on the safer side with Sustain, which I definitely agree with that mentality.
In the image of the wilderness.
Okay. Similar startups. Oh, I noticed this time they didn't start off with Dia. Instead, they opted to start with
Whatever
Ito
would you
to
do
put
without
down
me?
Uchi.
Yeah. Yeah, it is an interesting way to get things started. Probably because they saw the bell and they're like, okay, well, I might as well, like, you know, shield up.
Fair. Now we have Yai Miko on field.
Yep.
That was a pretty fast first turn.
Yeah. It's actually, oh, you know what? I think they started Ito on purpose.
Oh. What was the purpose of starting with Ito?
The reasoning they started with Ito on purpose is because since Oceanid isn't going to do direct damage, they'll actually avoid getting a Hydro Aura on him early.
Oh. That is so smart. That is genius.
Auras, like elemental auras on your characters, become way more of a big deal than you realize.
Let's get it
'Cause
on!
you're giving your opponent free damage.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Right
Kirisa
now.
with the 900 IQ character placement.
Yeah, and here, like, technically you're wasting another Hydro Aura on them, so that's nice too.
Let's swap back to Ito. Strategize card being played.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see how
There
the
is
emblem
no
will be used
escape.
here. Swap over to Radia again.
I'm actually very curious to see who they even put it on. For those who don't know, Emblem of Severed Fate, it costs 2 of the same dice, and when you use this, if someone else uses a burst, you yourself will gain 1 energy, and the bonus with the 5-star version is that your elemental burst's damage is increased by 2.
Oh wow, that could be huge for, like, I don't know, maybe the Oceanid's burst, someone's burst.
Yeah,
That's
no,
very
most
interesting.
definitely. Yeah. Oceanid's burst would do a big deal because now it deals 12 damage. Yai's burst could also make use of this Age burst. Pretty much this whole deck is built with people who are going to deal big damage with their burst. So if they get there, hopefully they do.
I really want to see it in play here. Since why is it not popular actually? What's the issue with the card?
Generally speaking, just like, you know, like it's when it comes to artifacts in general, it costs dice to play them. So it's like, well, why don't I just put something that gives me more advantage instead?
Like immediately, right?
In the image of the wilderness.
Pay off, I guess, like an investment almost.
Yeah, it definitely does, especially Emblem, because, you know, specifically 5-star emblem, you're not getting a damage bonus unless you burst. So
True. Yeah, it is quite hard to get another character's burst up to even make use of it. That's a good point. Oh, the Geodai coming out. Ito is 1 energy away from his big burst that we've seen do a lot of damage over the course of today's matches. Yep.
Very nice. Just nailing a 3 damage normal attack. Oh, interesting.
On the Oceanid. Alright.
Yeah, this was a very setup heavy turn. Now Oceanid does need to be careful because they are not sitting on a lot of HP and Ito is first ready, so. Oh, no, it's gonna be less HP now.
Oh, it looks like Oceanid might go down early here.
Yeah, and that is definitely not something you want, honestly. We might be seeing a swap to tank the damage.
Yep. PP Mouse thinking about what to reroll here. They rerolled everything except for their Omni die.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Ooh, but they high rolled after that. Nice. Mushroom pizza immediately on the Oceanid. Will it be able to survive?
In the image of the wilderness.
Oh, they didn't get the shield. Oh wait, no, the frog was already
Yeah,
out.
the frog's already
in
out, unfortunately.
There's 7 health now. Is that enough to survive Ito's ult?
Let's see here. With the bell, let's do the math. It is 4 plus 5, I think. Either that or it's 5. It's either he either does 5 damage or 6 damage right now. So.
I see.
What's it called? And looks like that is a little dangerous actually. If I take a look at their dead, let's see if they have enough depth.
Coming through.
Oh,
and 6 damage. Yeah.
Survives with
Oh,
the rising flood.
Sacrificial lamb. Oh, 5 damage out. With Dia taking 1 damage for Ito.
Yeah.
If not, Ito will be on 3. That is so big, actually. The fact that she just absorbs damage like that.
I'm a bit surprised they're going in for the Oceanid sacrifice. Not something you typically see in this deck. So.
That's true. Once Oceanid goes down, there'll be no more electrocharge reactions.
Yeah, pretty much. You know, once your little ocean friend go bye-bye. Oh, well. well.
Not water, too. Where
Unfortunately,
is the
did have to
pure
waste
land?
one of their big attacks on a 1 health Oceanid. But I guess it can't really be helped.
Yeah, no,
The news are being played. Alright, PP Mao has the first turn advantage now.
Yep. I'm a little surprised they went for Yai Miko's totem over the Hydro summons because I feel like the Hydro summons are a bigger deal. Like, to be fair, you do like waste their Hydro aura, but still, I'd be more scared of like the Swirl, honestly.
Now we only have 1 more squirrel on the board. Is that the name of the animal?
Yeah. I mean, what is the name of the animal? What's it called? They have actual names, but like, you know. we have a community name for the frog. We call him George.
We call him what?
We call him George.
Oh, that's so cute. What about for the squirrel? Any name for the squirrel?
Unfortunately, some people have tried to make some names popular in the limelight, but they haven't really quite stuck. George is the one that stuck the most.
George is a great name for the frog. Really fits the frog.
Yeah, I haven't mentioned it too much, but yeah, it's a cute little frog. All right, back to the game.
Names. Yeah, back to the game. Ooh, double Dunyazard. Lots of Paimon cards to help with the die on PP Mao side.
We'll be interested if they'll be able to play one because they do not have a lot of dice right now. Oh, bye, Dea. Goodbye.
Good. Yep, there goes Dia. Ooh, I haven't lost yet on Kirisa's side. The Ito card.
Ooh, but something to watch
Will they
out
play
for.
Ito on Ito?
Ito on Ito. Well, there's something to watch out for an agent. You see the energy and the little star signs in their hand?
Yeah.
Oh, I think they... Uh-oh, this might be dangerous. If Ito does not add a little bit of HP on himself, he might actually be cooked. I think they just passed it with that hash brown, thankfully.
Getting really good with that last minute food plays there. Yeah.
It looks like they're thinking about what they want to land because they can deal geo damage with their current attack, but they don't have Geores to capitalize on it. Yeah, like I said, not too bad.
You're right. 6 damage out from Ito onto the Agent. But Agent still has stealth up.
Yeah, Agent does have stealth up. Now I do believe one more Ito charge attack. Well, I can't quite see the stacks further tutoring, but I think he has 2. So Ito would still do enough damage to finish off Agent regardless. Oh, maybe not. Hold on. Hold on.
Heal. Oh, they also have Mona's card to get the burst up earlier.
Yeah, right now I actually think if they do a charge attack, they might miss it by 1. So.
Ooh. It really hurts when you just miss it by 1. Oh, tuning the Paimon card.
Yeah, it's gonna be getting them both out of here. It's very difficult to get Paimon at this moment. So.
My Ito shields are finally down. He is finally exposed. But he has so many die. He's gonna be able to attack more.
Oh, just by
right.
1.
1 health.
Cool.
Can
It's actually
finish him off.
It's actually such a shame. Agent could have finished off Ito here, but they don't have enough dice.
Yeah, they don't, and they don't have anything in their hand to give them any die, do they?
Yeah, not at all.
Yikes,
Whatever would you do without me?
Oh, the swap back to Yaimiko.
Yeah, Yai unfortunately is kind of coming in a little bit late. Like, she'll definitely get an Electro Charge reaction here, but honestly, after that, she's really not going to do much.
True, and she's the only healthy one in this team.
Let's roll!
The only left.
I think Ito's going to change that real quick.
Yeah, you're right.
Liven is a surprise. The reason I'm surprised they're playing that. Oh my.
They haven't
Hold on.
lost yet. Oh! Both characters on 1 HP. I think PP Mao is really walking on thin ice here. Oh dear.
Yeah, no, it might actually be over. Let's see if the summons can finish the game.
I don't think they can do anything.
The fun is over.
See if this goes through stealth.
You cannot run.
Nope, not yet.
But at this point, can PP Mao even do anything? Oh dear.
I would say they literally have to. I think they have to unironically equip Emblem of Severed Fate and Burst. They actually have no choice because they didn't pull Adeptus.
Oh no. At least they got a lot of Pyro die. But that doesn't really do much in the face of 2 opponents with 7 and 6 health respectively.
A good Lotus and also Mal
An eye for an
Oh, maybe
eye.
it's enough actually.
Is it?
Yup.
8
It's
damage.
actually overkill.
Going down.
But we still have the Lord Show at 7 health along with shield. How much effective health does he have actually?
Effective health is 8 right now. Oh wait, actually,
okay.
I can't really read it. I think it's a 3. Oh, that's a lot. It don't matter though.
What you owe must work.
Carissa takes the second game.
Oh my goodness. What's it called? These
Wait,
players
that makes
are
2
neck
games,
and
right?
neck. Yep.
All right. Damn.
It's called Lava Churl. Being in the end game is a sight you really don't get to see because Lava Churl is usually dead by the end of the game. So I'm surprised that came into clutch.
Yeah, I've seen the Lord Shield do a lot of damage with that burst also, actually.
Yeah, no, Lava Churl can do like huge damage with their burst, which is like why sometimes people used to run it, but they ended up just sticking back to Noelle because defensive was better. Like, we'll
That was very exciting. Unfortunately, so much damage just came out of Ito, and PP Mao could not recover from that.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Yeah. We didn't quite get to see Emblem in action either, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sad. I wanted to see Emblem.
I was
wanted
really
to see
looking
the
forward to
sauce. It would have been. It's really interesting. Like there's always like the metas who follow, but players really do. Sometimes they just figure out like very certain strategies or card combinations. It's like I can make this work.
I love seeing that, honestly, like the individual plays that certain players do, their play styles. Yes.
Yeah, especially because like like if something works, right? Like why try to do something a little crazy, right? Especially with what's on the line in this tournament. So
yep, $1,000 on the line. That is right.
Should be moving soon.
Yep, on to the third game.
I'm interested to see what their last decks are. I'd say these are going a little bit faster, than a little bit faster despite being sustain type decks.
Sorry, the sustain like the Noel Ito decks.
Yeah, the matches are
Dia
going
Ito.
faster than I expected, pretty much.
Oh yeah, you're right. I've heard that Ito decks can last for really, really long.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. They can honestly last up to about an hour. So
Wait, Kojo who won the first game? Was it Kirisa or is it PP Mao?
I'm pretty sure. Let me go back. Going back in time. Agent lost, so that means
I
Kirisa won.
just realized. Wait a second.
It means Kirisa won that. I'm pretty sure because.
Kirisa
because
won the
Agent
second
died, so.
one.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. Kirisa actually won both the matches. Which
Yeah, we're
means
sorry about that.
that Kirisa actually is the champion of the tournament. Oh my goodness, I can't believe we didn't even realize. It was so close. Like I think we got a bit lost in the sauce.
Yeah, we got a little bit lost. I thought there was one more game. I'm like, oh man, like like they're going pretty hard on each other. So
Yeah, I really wanted to see a game 3, but unfortunately, it's over already, and Kirisa has won the entire tournament, taking home $1,000. Congratulations once again, Kirisa, for winning Season 5 of the Catsteel Gathering. Do join the Genshin Impact Tavern if you'd like to participate in the future.
that's right. Players will be going home with their cash prizes and their Primo Gems.
Maybe I should join as well, because I really want more Primo Gems for Forina. Anyway,
yeah.
for more announcements on future seasons, you can also follow Astra Carnival on their socials.
Yep. That's right. And don't forget to join Genshin Impact Tavern, discord.gg/Genshin Impact Tavern to sign up for future seasons. Thank you for watching, everybody. This is Gojo.
And this is Kettle. Have a good evening, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.